We all like to believe we're chosen for something bigger than ourselves, don't we? We hold on to the hope that our lives have a purpose, that we're not just here by accident. But if you truly are God's chosen one, you must understand something crucial. There are certain things you must never reveal to anyone. That's right. Some things are meant to stay sacred, locked deep within your heart. Do you feel it? That calling? It's real, but revealing the wrong parts of it can open doors to destruction that can never be closed again. Let's dive into what those things are and why they matter more than you can imagine. First, let's talk about your vision, the dreams and aspirations God has placed inside of you. Those are your gifts, your personal blueprint. But be careful. There are people who will not understand, who will try to ridicule or belittle you. Society will push you to reveal your vision, your plans, your grand ideas. But the moment you share it with the wrong people, you risk them turning your dream into a nightmare. Do you know how many people have let their dreams die because someone close to them crushed their spirit with doubt? Don't let that be you. Guard your vision like the treasure it is, and protect it from those who don't have the eyes to see it. Have you ever noticed how people sometimes get jealous when you're moving forward in life? They don't want to see you succeed. They're too busy living in their own limitations, blinded by envy and insecurity. You can't just trust anyone with your vision, because not everyone around you has the capacity to support or understand your growth. If you're God's chosen one, your vision is part of the divine gift bestowed upon you. So why share it with someone who might try to tear it apart? Keep it close, nurture it privately, and only reveal it when the time is right. Your vision is your divine responsibility, and it's far too precious to be squandered in the wrong hands. Now, let's talk about your struggles. We all have them. No one's journey is without hardship, but if you are truly chosen, your struggles serve a higher purpose. They are part of your refining process, preparing you for the greatness that lies ahead. You may feel the pressure to share your pain with others, to seek sympathy or validation. But be cautious. Not everyone will understand the depth of your suffering or the lessons it brings. Some will offer empty words of comfort, while others may take advantage of your vulnerability. Your struggles are sacred, and revealing them to the wrong people only invites unnecessary criticism or worse, mockery. Keep your struggles close. Share them only with those who can handle the weight of your purpose. And don't forget about your blessings. Yes, we all experience blessings, but when you're chosen, your blessings are designed to propel you towards something greater. There are people who will celebrate your success for all the wrong reasons, just so they can bring you back down. Some will pretend to support you, all the while harboring resentment. If you reveal too much about your blessings, they will become targets. People will start measuring their success against yours, and jealousy will rear its ugly head. The more you reveal, the more you'll invite negativity into your life. You must be selective about who you share your blessings with, because some people can't handle the truth of your success. Guard it fiercely, protect your peace, and keep your blessings in your heart until the time is right. Then there's your purpose. This is perhaps the most sacred of all. God has given you a divine purpose that is uniquely yours. It's your mission, your calling. But here's the thing. Most people will not get it. Most people won't understand why you're driven, why you make certain sacrifices, or why you choose a path that seems unconventional to them. When you open up about your purpose, you risk exposing yourself to ridicule or misunderstanding. And the more you explain it to others, the more you might start questioning whether they understand you at all. Your purpose is sacred, a gift between you and God. So don't waste it trying to explain it to those who can't see the bigger picture. If you are God's chosen one, you need to understand this deep truth. Not everyone deserves to know the inner workings of your divine purpose. Some people are simply too focused on their own lives to appreciate the weight of what you carry. They'll see you as strange, as different, as someone who doesn't fit into their mold, but that's okay. You were never meant to fit in. You were chosen to stand out, to lead, to break barriers. But this requires great care, great wisdom. You must protect these sacred things, keep them close to your heart, and never reveal them to those who won't honor them. Think about it. Have you ever shared something deeply personal, something that felt like a part of your soul, only to have it dismissed, misunderstood, or worse, mocked? The emotional damage that can do is profound. It takes years to build the courage to pursue your divine calling, and it can take just a moment for someone else to tear it down. So if you are truly God's chosen one, remember, not everyone is meant to share in your journey. Not everyone can carry the weight of your purpose, and that's perfectly okay. You don't need the approval of others to walk in your calling. What you need is faith, conviction, and the wisdom to know when to speak and when to stay silent. But here's the tough part. Even the ones closest to you, the ones who love you the most, may not always understand the magnitude of what you're carrying. Their intentions might be good. They want to protect you. They want to keep you safe. But sometimes their fear of the unknown will lead them to doubt you, to question your decisions. Their voices might be loud, their concerns overwhelming, but you must remember, their opinions are not your truth. Your truth is divine, and it has been given to you for a reason. Protect it, honor it, and never allow anyone to diminish your light, your calling, your vision, your blessings, your struggles, and your purpose. They are not for everyone, they are for you, and they are meant to be shared with only those who can truly understand, who can uplift and support you, not those who will hold you back. If you are God's chosen one, you must protect these sacred gifts with all your might. Don't let anyone steal your joy, your purpose, or your path. Stand strong in your calling, and remember, what you choose to reveal is just as important as what you choose to keep hidden. Now that we've discussed why you must protect your vision, your struggles, your blessings, and your purpose, let's talk about something even more personal: your spiritual journey. If you are God's chosen one, your connection to the divine is something sacred, and it should never be exposed to just anyone. The moments when you feel closest to God, the quiet whispers you hear in your heart, and the revelations you experience in solitude, they are not for the world to scrutinize. You don't need anyone else's validation for your personal relationship with God. And yet, so many people feel the need to share these intimate moments, hoping others will understand. But often this only diminishes the purity of the experience. You see, the moment you begin to share these personal experiences, you open yourself up to judgment. There will always be people who will question your faith, who will try to measure your spirituality against their own. And while it's natural to want to share your joy, to bask in the glory of divine moments, you have to remember that not everyone will appreciate your sacred encounters. Some may mock, belittle, or misunderstand what you're going through, and this can chip away at your connection to the divine. When you open up too much, you allow others' skepticism and doubt to contaminate the sanctity of your spiritual journey. Have you ever shared a moment of spiritual revelation with someone only to have them dismiss it, or even question it? It stings, doesn't it? It makes you question whether your experiences were valid, or if you're just imagining things. But let me tell you this: your spiritual experiences are real, and they are valid. They are meant to be cherished, not dissected by the unqualified. Your relationship with God is unique to you, and it is far too precious to be laid bare for others to analyze. Trust in the fact that some experiences are meant to be between you and God without needing the approval or understanding of anyone else. The truth is, there is a level of intimacy in your spiritual journey that is sacred and deeply personal. Sharing it with just anyone risks contaminating that sacredness. When you reveal too much, you risk turning something holy into something worldly. Your relationship with the divine is your most intimate bond, and it should remain protected from the judgment of others. Keep it private, cultivate it in silence, protect it in your heart. The power of your spiritual journey lies in the solitude of knowing that it is yours and yours alone. But this doesn't mean that you should isolate yourself completely. No, God didn't choose you to walk this path in complete solitude. There are those who will support you, who will lift you up in prayer, and who will encourage you in your walk. But these are the few, the true believers who understand the sanctity of your relationship with God. These are the ones who will respect your space, your boundaries, and your faith without questioning it. They will understand that your spiritual journey is between you and the divine, and they will honor it as such. Surround yourself with these people, those who lift your spirit, who feed your faith, and who respect the sanctity of your personal connection with God. Let me remind you, however, not everyone will be able to grasp the magnitude of your spiritual calling. They might not understand why you're moving the way you are, why you're doing what you're doing. This can cause confusion, and in some cases it may even lead to judgment or condemnation. But remember, you are not obligated to explain yourself to anyone. Your faith, your spiritual journey, and your connection with God are uniquely yours. The world may try to label you, criticize you, or tear you down, but none of it matters when you have the strength of the divine on your side. You do not need the world's validation to fulfill your calling. In your walk with God, there will be moments of doubt, times when you question your own strength, your purpose, and your direction. But these moments, too, are sacred. They are part of your refinement, part of what makes you stronger, wiser, and more resilient in the face of adversity. But never let these moments of vulnerability become open invitations for others to diminish your faith. Don't let their doubts seep into your own heart. Your faith must be strong enough to withstand their opinions. When you keep your spiritual doubts private, you keep them sacred, and you allow God to guide you through the dark without external interference. And there will be times when others try to push their own spiritual beliefs onto you, when they will demand that you think, act, or believe the way they do. This is where the importance of maintaining your own sacred space becomes paramount. You have been chosen for a specific path, and that path is not for anyone else to dictate. It's yours, and yours alone. Stay grounded in your faith. Keep your spiritual practices private when necessary, and don't let others impose their limitations on what God has ordained for you. This is about trusting in the path God has laid before you, not the path others want you to walk. In this world, many will try to convince you that your faith isn't enough, that you need to adopt their beliefs or follow their version of spirituality. But here's the truth. God speaks to each of us in a way that is uniquely ours. Your connection with the divine is not for anyone else to define. When you keep your spiritual journey private, you protect its purity. When you keep your faith strong, unshaken by the opinions of others, you protect your divine calling. The more you share, the more you open yourself up to the world's distractions, to its judgments, and to its criticisms. Protect your relationship with God by keeping it sacred, private, and untainted by the external noise. Ultimately, the message is simple. If you are God's chosen one, never reveal your spiritual journey to just anyone. Protect it with all your heart. The world may try to question you, to challenge your faith, or to tear down your spiritual experiences, but you have the power to guard them. God has chosen you for a reason. Your walk with Him is personal, sacred, and meant to be shared with only those who understand its sacredness. Keep your connection with the divine close to your heart, and never let anyone diminish its power. Thank you